All right, let's look at one of the cost classifications, and that is determining product costs versus period costs. Product costs are all the costs that are incurred to get your inventory or product in place and ready to sell. So they're considered assets initially, but will later be expensed when the goods are actually sold, and at that point they'll have the revenues also to match these expenses with. Period costs, on the other hand, are expensed immediately. They're not part of the cost of the production. Let's go through some examples. We have depreciation on factory equipment. That is considered a product cost because, again, anything that goes into the making of the product, and you need that factory equipment to actually make the goods. So depreciation on that asset is part of the cost of your inventory. The next one, sales managers' commissions. In fact, anything related to the sales department is a period cost. It's one of these selling, general, and administrative expenses, and it is not considered an asset. It is expensed immediately. Factory workers' wages, that's a product cost, or those are product costs. That's considered your direct labor, meaning it's work put or costs related to the actual manufacturing of the good. Now the gas bill for heating, now the key here is it's the manufacturing plant or the factory. If it's related to the factory, then it is a product cost. If it was the gas bill, though, for the administrative offices in another building, then that would be considered a period cost. So the fact that this is related to the manufacturing, it is a product cost. Air conditioning units for the sales offices, not the factory, will be a period cost. The CEO's salary, CEO is considered overhead or administrative expenses, I should say, not overhead, but it's a period cost. The CEO salary is not actually producing the goods. Now, as far as the product inspector's salary, now that one is a product cost because that is part of getting that inventory in place and ready to sell. The raw materials that go into the making of the product are product costs, a major component of a product. Now they sometimes will call these raw materials direct materials, but we'll talk more about that later. Rent on the corporate headquarters, not the factory or the plant, is a period cost. So you need these, you need to know which is a product versus period when doing a lot of these exercises, because you're going to need to be able to come up with the total product costs so that you can know how much, say, goes on the balance sheet as inventory versus how much is cost of goods sold. And you'll be given detail in terms of, what are all the costs. You'll have to know, what is included as part of the cost of your inventory versus, what is not included, these period costs. All right, hopefully that helps.